Well, hello there, Amazonians. Let me first give you some background. I'm a 75-year-old retired professional trumpet player. And about 2 years ago, I started reviewing headphones for Amazon because it was kind of fun. I always like to keep up with what's new and what sounds good. And after about a year, I reviewed some earphones, or earbuds as they're affectionately called, and discovered pretty quickly that you can get better sound if you don't mind cramming earbuds in your ear, which I'm kidding about. They're not that uncomfortable at all. But you can get better sound out of, for the most part, earbuds than you can headphones. So I've tried all sorts of different ones and stumbled across this brand, which are KZ, Ergigo KZ. These are the CSA models. And let me start out by saying that the main thing I want to stress is the company that makes these is called KZ. I believe it's Knowledge Zenith is what it's short for. But anytime you see on anybody's website, like in this case, it's Sky Sound, KZ earphones or earbuds, you can't go wrong. I have run out of adjectives to describe these things. They run in price from some of the early models were like $10, $12. Now their top of the line model is the KZ10s, and they're just under $60. And there's a range of half a dozen or more earbuds in that price range from $10, $12 to $60. And they come out with new models all the time, and they're all great. I mean, you can just go ahead and buy that, well, I don't want to mention big names, brands, you know who they are. And you can spend 100, 200, 300, whatever you want on big name earphones. And they're good earphones. There's nothing wrong with them. But these are $26. And these are also good earphones. $26. That's dinner for two at a fast food, not a fast food, but a mediocre fast food place. Again, I don't want to mention names. But these are $26. They're on Prime, on Amazon. They're on Sky Sound's website. And they're KZ, as I mentioned, model ZSA. This is one of their newer models. And they're all now hybrids. First, they came out with double dynamic drivers, but now they switched to a dynamic driver and a balanced armature driver. And like the newer models I mentioned for just under 60, have one big dynamic driver and four separate balanced armatures. And then we're talking in each little earphone. The newer ones have 5 separate drivers in here, but I'm getting off the subject. These are aluminum alloy, machined on a CNC machine. Very nice, very light, just because they're aluminum alloy, they're not heavy. They're the same weight as plastic, but these are basically metal. No rough edges, very smooth. You can put these in your ear and they'll feel comfortable all day. They come with memory wire, which you can bend to shape. They're marked left and right. And they come separate. The earphones are in a little container, and then the cable's in a separate container. So you have to put them together, but that's not a big deal. They're marked left and right on them. I don't know if you can see. This lighting and camera is not the best, but it's easily marked where you won't have any problem putting them together. And this is an oxygen-free cable, which you don't see advertised on a lot of even the more expensive earphones, for the simple reason that they're not oxygen-free cable. These are. These are very nice. All the connections are well made, very sturdy. Say the cable is beautiful. It's one of these that won't make any noise if it rubs against you when you're listening to them. They don't have kinks from being folded up. These will straighten out and fall perfectly straight. Come with a very nice gold-plated 3.5 millimeter tip, L-shaped, where if you're using it like on a cell phone or anything, a shuffle, SanDisk player, a lot of times the L-shaped tip is better. It keeps it getting bumped around if you're putting it on your neck or something like that. Very nice cable, memory wire, say $26 on Prime. And the dynamics of this, the 8 millimeter dynamic driver is single, and then a balanced armature to go with it. They're very comfortable to wear, oxygen-free cable. Frequency response is, get ready, for number 7 to 40,000. 7 at the base to 40,000 highs, hertz. 18 ohms, so they're easy to drive with your cell phone, or any small player doesn't have to have an amp unless you want to use one. Come in 2 colors. These are the red and the black. Black is what shows, the red is underneath. And then also a solid gray. They come with 3 sets of earplugs, or ear tips rather. The wires are removable for a reason, because you buy these, and if you decide you want Bluetooth, you can get a Bluetooth wire. Just unplug, this is a 2-pin plug, take that out, put in a Bluetooth with a little battery on it. Get rid of the wires if you want to go around your neck. You can get an upgraded silver-plated cable, still with the memory wire across the top. All the accessory cables that you can buy, or a wide variety of them, are for sale by this seller. Now, I have large ears. I have a big head, so I've got little memory foam ear tips on here because I've realized they work better for me. There's plenty of bass in these, but they have to have a good seal in your ear. So you need to find the ear tips that are provided with the product, see if they fit. If not, and you're still getting kind of a tinnitus sound, it's because they're not seated properly in your ear. When they fit correctly, it's pretty much like putting your finger in your ear. It'll knock out most of the ambient noise around you and really quieten things down and allow you to hear more of the music without having to run it so loud that it'll ruin your hearing. But these are very well made. There's a variety of KZ products for sale by this seller, Sky Sound. So when you're looking for these, check all the other options out. If they have the more expensive, the ones I mentioned for $60, they have some number 5s, 6, probably 5 or 6 different KZ earbuds. And truthfully, I have run out of adjectives for these. These are all extremely well made and beautiful sound. These things, if they were well known, which they probably will be over time, would sell for 10 times what you can buy one for now, because they're just getting started in this. They're fairly new as far as making these, and they're keeping by their brand. They're not mixing it up with anybody else. These are KZs, and this is a ZSA model. So check this out. Check out all the KZ models, depending on what you want to spend, and I guarantee you'll be happy with the sound. You can go spend several $100s if you want, that's fine, and probably get good sound, but you can get, I think, just as good and probably a better balance of frequencies with these for a whole lot cheaper. And spend your money on something else. Buy some new, music, whatever. And these are great in-ear monitors too if you're performing on stage or if you're in a studio and you want to mix stuff together. But anyway, check these out. They're on Sky Sound, on Amazon, on Prime, $25.99, 2 colors, with or without a mic. If you want a mic, it's $1 more. All it is a button on the cord. But they both have the same really nice oxygen-free copper cable. So it's not a large investment, but it's a great sound. I'm trying to get these in focus. Can you see those? Yeah. Anyway, and they come with a little instruction booklet. Oh, another nice thing about KZs, they all have a process when they make them where it takes about 5 minutes of your time to break them in properly. All you do is plug them into a cell phone, whatever, put it on a low to medium low volume, and let it play for 5-10 minutes, and you're done. None of this 100 hours and all of that stuff. These are ready to go, according to the manufacturer, in about 5 minutes. I usually run them for an hour or two just to make sure. But if you can see that, there's the right and the left marked on these on the inside where you don't see them when they're in your ear, but there's an R and there's an L over here. And they're marked also on the cable. So you can't mix them up. Very easy. Easy to mix and match different cables. But check these out. You'll love the sound of them. Guarantee it. Thanks for watching and have a good day.